Again, you reach one play, one voice. This is where Liberians meet other national around the continent of Africa to promote nothing but peace, love, and unity. Bringing back our African tradition through the USA. Let's unite. It's all about African connection. Today or tonight edition, we just want to say put Liberia first. Respect our people. There are a few concerns tonight I just want to speak on. Some national issue going on in Liberia. All we asking is to respect our people in Liberia because we want good governance in the country. So tonight we just want to address what happened to our people, removing our people. I understand there was a court case that went on to the court and an individual won the case. I mean, I don't have any problem with the law, but I strongly believe that our people, our fellow Liberians that live in Liberia and out of Liberia for that matter, should be well respected. I think it was just so sad to see how our people was removed from their place of residence. I don't think it's too right. There should be some system put in place. At least our citizens deserve some respect. Just knowing after so many years of war, our people came back trying to settle, and then we have corrupt government come in place, don't do nothing for our people in Liberia. I think it's touching, and I think one play one voice tonight want to address few things that the government should have done. We put this government into power. We advocated for need for change in Liberia, and I think there should be a change in Liberia. So tonight, I just want to take this time to say, my fellow young generation of Liberia, as your leader, I just want to address few things, a few concerns. The government, the JNB government that we advocated for, it was for change, and our people should be well respected. If there's something or decision taken by the court for demolition or whatever it is, for our people to remove, there should be something put in place for them before they remove. That's what I believe. I believe that our people deserve respect and they should be well respected. They should be talked to before moving, all their stuff, breaking their houses. I don't think is right. And one people voice tonight, you want to address those things that we should have a system put in place. Our people should be somehow rewarded by the current government. Respect our people. If they are homeless, if they have no place to be, how will you feel when you reside somewhere despite a court decision and they just remove you overnight? My question to you, how will you feel? Of course, you will never feel good. And that's where we're coming from. And that's where we're speaking from. So government should have a system put in place. So tonight, we just don't feel okay for such a decision without the government intervention. We need to have a system in Liberia. We see government come and they go out. It's the same corruption that go on over and over. We, this generation, we stand against all corruption in Liberia. And we're going to make sure there's change coming in Liberia. Again, we are not going to evaluate JNB government because we're still watching before we evaluate. But meanwhile, I strongly believe that our Liberians should be well respected. Yes, when we talk about government, a good governance of a country, they have a major responsibility to impact the citizens' situations, problems of corruption, okay? I mean, inefficient things that go on. I'm talking about internal structure of the country. Today we see things going on in Liberia, the same old thing. But we want to make sure that we have a system put in place to address the citizens of Liberia in West Africa concerns, especially when something happens, when there's a disasters in the country. I don't think it's right after a court decision, our people should be homeless. For me, I don't see it to be something that will be a pleasure to them. I think there should have been more intervention put in place to compensate our people somehow, somewhere, while they go through the transition of trying to find a new location. We're talking about respecting the citizens of Liberia. We're talking about putting our people first. Put Liberia first. It's about time that we live in a century that we must hold together. We must unite. We must respect one another in that country. Liberia can be an awesome country if we all come together and rebuild the country after 14 years of civil war. Let's put Liberia first, and let's put her citizens first in everything we do in Liberia, West Africa. And that's why we are here on the media tonight to tell government, the current government that some of us advocated for, should look into that, should go and speak to our citizens, should go and find somewhere that they can pay some money to host them while in the transition of finding a new location. That's all we're asking for now as we await and evaluate the current administration, what they're doing for our people, how they are carrying on transaction, how the system is working. We need good governance in Liberia to be very effective and efficient, and also brings accountability from all different aspects of the country. It doesn't matter which department. We spoke on transparency and we spoke on changes in Liberia. And that's why we push it for. We, the young generation, we won't stand for our people to be disrespected any longer. We need a system that will address our people problems in West Africa. We need a system that will require all parties, especially those most at risk, to have direct and indirect access to government programs. This is seen as a strong civil society and citizens with right, freedom of expression. We need to follow the rules of law. It is very important that we follow the rules of law into the land. When you speak about rules of law, it's characterized by impartial legal processes that protect the human rights and social freedom of all. These are things that we need on the land. First of all, we ask ourselves, what is a good governance within a country? These are characteristics of some good governance within the country or the country of my origin. A good governance is measured by 8 aspects of participation, right? That is the rules of law, transparency, responsiveness, consensus oriented, equity and inclusiveness, effectiveness, efficiency, and accountability. We can no longer sit and watch our citizens go through stress or wish on. We, the young generation, will continue to speak for our people. Our people deserve the respect and they must be put first. Liberians deserve first preference in West Africa. So we urge the government to take some intervention for our homeless people on that land. We're no longer going to sit to see people die in Liberia. We're going to speak on the media. We're going to make sure that the government will hold their feet to the fire. Like one play, one voice, we are still waiting. We still evaluating. We want to make sure, give them a chance to see how things is working. We see a lot of stuff going on in the country. We watch people here, people there. You know, listen. I think Liberia is about time that we rise above that. It's about time that we encourage some inclusiveness when everyone can come together and sit on the round table to be able to help to rebuild Liberia. Liberia went through a very long civil war. I was in the country, the war came, the war finished. I know what the people of Liberia went through. So I can tell you that Liberia needs someone that will care for her. Liberia cried for a very long time. It's about time that we sit together to have a structure in the government where we can have a good governance. You will have transparency. You will have participatory, right? Someone accountable. We will follow the rules of the land. Consensus oriented, responsive, equitable, and inclusive, effective and efficient. These are structure of the government. These are systems we must put in place. And then we can carry on development. But what I'm here tonight on the media is to speak for and behalf of my people. That they must be well respected in Liberia. They must be given a preference. If disaster go on, government should take intervention immediately to put the situation under control. I think when we do that, then we are heading up for new Liberia. We cannot continue to live where people come, they just want to corrupt and enrich themselves. It's over. We're going to challenge leadership into government to make sure that our people are well served. And one thing I want to say tonight, the resources of the country must be spread throughout the country. Let people feel benefits from programs. I talk about education, development, and trying to boost the economies so that our people can be well served in those various counties across the land. Mama Liberia cried for so long because we've been so corrupt to her. We cannot even develop our little land, Liberia, that comprises of at least just a little bit more than 5 million people in Liberia. It is not a swear behind us. We can do it. If we love ourselves and we love our country, we can push for our people. Liberians should be put first. We don't want to sit any longer and watch our people die any longer. We don't want to watch our people cannot even express themselves. Those days are over. We pass by to say Liberians should be put first. We can remove our people, demolish their homes, and leave them homeless. We must take action to address these disasters. This is a complete disaster. On behalf of the YGs, I want to say tonight that our people should be well respected. Our people should be put first. There should be intervention from the government of Liberia, and action should be taken to serve our people. And that's what we're asking for. We are asking for leadership to put systems together to address these kind of disasters. I understand the man want to quote. Let's take for instance, The man won his case. The land is for him. So that means our people should be homeless in Liberia? No, that is not right. It is called violation of human rights. And we must stand up, young generation, to make sure that people shouldn't play on our integrity. Our people must be well respected in Liberia. We will keep pushing for our people because we know our people deserve everything of the land. We continue to corrupt the country from one government to another. It's about time that we stand up and rise up and say, no, we cannot continue to live like this. We have our young generation. We have our girls and boys. They are trying to do something. We have our people. They are well talented. We must meet their needs. We got to use the resources to develop their minds and bodies. It is no longer time to sit and watch Liberia go down the drain. We're going to speak. We're going to speak day and night. So we ask the current government, the change they came to bring, they must bring the change. Liberians deserve everything in Liberia. Liberians deserve everything in West Africa. Many years come, years go. All we do, we come into office, we try to suppress our people. We try to corrupt them. We try to take their money from them and do whatever. It is no longer time. We, the young generation, going to stand up. We're going to speak our mind in Liberia without no fear. We must work and we must serve our people. The citizens of Liberia, they put you in power to serve them and not to corrupt them, and not for them to go through disasters without your intervention. There must be an intervention in Liberia. Our people are homeless. You know what it means? You're living somewhere, you're trying to squat, and someone come overnight and they bring bulldozer to take your house away. You know how that feel. Do you know it play on the emotion of him? Do you know you feel very violated when you have no one to speak for you? There should be a system to address these needs. So we kind of asking you to please come for our people ill. Liberians should be well respected in West Africa. Liberians should be well respected and served accordingly. The resources in Liberia. But yeah, year come, year go, government come, government go. Our people still live in poverty. Why can't we think? Why can't we come together to make a difference? With that said, I just want to advocate tonight that the government should be able to do some intervention to host our people that was recently homeless because of someone claim they own the land or whatever they own and taking our people houses down. These people don't have money. There's no job. They have to go and sell just to eat. My fellow Liberians, we must not sit and watch this. This is wrong. Our people are homeless. We must speak to government. We must speak to whoever in charge to take some intervention in trying to solve our people problem. Again, once more, thank you so much. We just passed by to address this because it concerns us and want to make sure that our people don't go through this pain and sorrow. With that said, again, young generation, be patient, proceed in the right way as we await for our people concerned to be addressed. And there are other things going on, but again, we're going to come back on the media to address something. Until then, One Play, One Voice is where Liberians meet other nationalities around the continent of Africa to promote absolutely nothing but peace, love, and unity. I just want to say good night tonight. Thank you. Bye.